Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Zero from TechDragon.info, and I had a poll up Saturday, on the Sub-Saturday video, about what nation to showcase this week. And we have three nations tied for first place: China, USA, and France. And I led it up to my random number generator, sort of, to decide which one is gonna win. I literally asked Lola, 1, 2, or 3. She replied 2. And the number I had in mind for 2 was France, so it became France. That's my dice, basically, that I rolled. And we're starting this week off with a replay from Mizu here in the BDR G1B. Had to look what this thing was called. It has been so damn long since I've played this tank. Wow. I'm trying to think, when did I play this thing? I've had the 5100 for like a year already. So it must be a year and a half to 2 years ago that I played this thing. Holy balls! That's a long time ago. I have no idea if this thing changed in the meantime. I honestly don't even know what gun this thing has. I think it's 105mm. It's a 90mm. See? I know nothing. 240 damage, 135 penetration. Not a whole lot of pen. Actually for a tier 5, I guess it's not that bad. And we are pretty decent in the tiering here. It's a tier 6 game. Not that many tier 6s. First victim. Oh, bit of a late shot there. Should have pulled the trigger a little bit sooner. Possibly would have been able to go in, but nah. Not at when he's retreating. Sounded like we have a shot incoming. Auto aiming here because we're driving through buildings and it's a hell of a lot easier than aiming yourself through all this rubble and crap. Looking, do we have another shot? Yes, we do. Finish him off. First kill. I was gonna say of the game, but actually, while I wasn't looking, we already had a Luxstein somewhere. We have a Dicker Max that's at pretty low health. 2 shots should be able to finish him off. Excuse me, 1 shot actually should be able to finish him off. 240 alpha. Get the depression. Oh! Wow. Okay. We barely can. Kill number 2. T-34 behind us. Snapshotting him on the move. And putting another shot into him. T-50 getting wrecked. I think he got shot and rammed. Looking for a shot here. Come on. Show your ass. Doesn't really want to show his ass. He knows we're coming. Oh, and he gets finished off before we get there. That's a shame. Got a headser on our flank. No idea where he's shooting. Trying to put a shot into him. Don't quite manage it. Second one probably should be aimed. We're staring straight down his barrel though. It looks like it. Put one shell in. Finish off the T-40 behind us. I'm not quite sure why he goes for a easy kill, as in a low tier that's not as much of a threat as a tier 5 heavy is. But that's okay. So, 2 kills in, we're sitting on cap, and let them come to us. Now, I don't watch these replays, so I have no idea what's gonna happen here. If he's gonna sit on cap or what, but we'll see. If it gets too boring, I might have to fast forward, but I'm gonna imagine that people will be scrambling in this direction eventually to reset. I mean, you do have a lot of time, but scores are 7 to 10. It's not looking too good. Shots coming in. That was probably artillery. Just taking a pop shot there. I would imagine. I would sit dead center inside that flagpole area. They'll never expect you to be there. Yeah, somebody definitely is taking some pop shots there. Artillery behind us gets spotted by our Hellcat. Not quite sure what Mizu is doing here. He's looking at the ground. And that PZ SFL 4B is out of range. We can't see him. Not quite sure why Mizu's cap. Well, they're not particularly winning, so it's actually not that bad of a tactic to actually try to get some of the capping done, because yeah, they're not doing too hot. Stug 3G, can't quite get a line on him. We will have a line on this AMX 40 here soon. And finish him off. Gonna have to assume that artillery is watching, if artillery didn't already get finished off. Stuk 3 misses opportunity to shoot us. For the shot, I think it was track, by the sound of it. But he's still untracked. Can't quite spot him. Nah, he's just outside of our spotting range. That's a shame. That means he's gonna have to come a hell of a lot closer before we can see him. Not quite where you want to have a tank. It's just Mizu here and a Hellcat. They are the only two alive. Hellcat is currently going around trying to find targets. Target found. We should be able to see him, but oh, shot coming over. What? Well then, some sneaky bugger apparently spotted us. I guess he doesn't have 6th sense. Oh, that's Doog. Sneaky little bugger. Going around like that. That is pretty damn sneaky. And we're looking for the shot, and we find it just over the buildings. We finish him off. What do we have left? A Fury Nashorn, a enemy BDR G1B, and an STVZ39. Had some stiff opposition still. Fury's almost gone though. That would be a good tank to have killed. That thing can wreck you pretty fast. Nashorn in a distance. Put a shot into his face. Come on, if he's just gonna stay there, might be able to get a second one off. Nah, he gets into cover. Oh, no. Come on. Probably should have aimed that a little bit better. Oh, no time for that. G1B behind us. Oh, crap. Oh, he fires and hits the building. Come on, gotta capitalize on that. Get at least one shot into it. Bounces return shell. Come on. Need to finish him off. We will reload before he does. And he goes behind the building. He is not stupid, sadly. Got some other shells coming in by somebody. Not quite sure who. Finishing off the BDR there. And we find the bounce yet another shell. This thing could be actually in tier 5. This thing could be pretty troll. It's frontal armor. It's surprisingly troll. Now, that thing is of course not really wow. How did he miss that? Holy crap, that was almost point blank. There's a Fury and a Nashorn, still 2 nasty tanks, still alive. It seems that they joined up into a platoon. There's the Fury. Looking for a shot, don't quite have it. There we go, there's a shot, put one in. Finish him off. All we have left is a Nashorn, but it's still a very, very dangerous tank. That's a big ass gun. Mizu asking for the 8th kill. You can always ask. I prefer not to, but that's just me. Nashorn spotted behind us. Oh, sneaky little. And we finish him off. GG. Let's take a look at the stats. Now, before people start screaming, capping, you know, bad, boo, and the whole goal of that particular game mode is to cap. I mean, it's capture the flag, as in, you know, there's King of the Hill is actually the term for that kind of match. Like, one team has to come out on top of that hill, the flag. So, by sitting on cap, you're forcing the enemy to come to you, which is, if you're in a tank that can actually take a punch, a really good idea. So, definitely not a bad idea to sit in the cap there. Walked away with an Ace Tanker, Bruiser, Duelist, Fire for Effect, Radley Walters, very nice there, Brothers 8 Arms, excuse me, and a Top Gun for 8 kills. That's already included in the Radley Walters, obviously. So, walked away with 1,377 experience, holy crap, doing 2,264 damage. Hellcat not doing too bad with 1,200, and then it drops off pretty steeply. KV85 doing 11 damage, yikes. You finished off one person, that was it. Okay then. Enemy team, yeah, I told you. That Fury, they're dangerous. They have a pretty decent rate of fire, and a pretty decent gun, and its mobility is pretty decent as well. It's a pretty decent all-rounder. Like, it can really, you know, it can move around, it can kill things, it's just it's a medium tank. And a pretty decent one at that. So he walked away with top experience. He walked away with 1,100 experience on a loss. he definitely got some epic medals there. Yeah, Fire Effect Bruiser, Fighter Duelist, High Caliber, and Defender. Definitely got some good medals there. So yeah, definitely something you need to be on the lookout for on a battlefield. Tanks like that in this kind of matchup, you need to be able to spot them. You need to be able to take out the threats accordingly. That's something that you just have to learn by being on the battlefield and really playing against those tanks. And soon enough you'll see a pattern of, okay, this tank almost always does shit, except for when a particular person is driving it, and this tank quite often does very well. Well, then maybe you should be on the lookout more for that one tank, or that tank that usually does well, rather than the tank that can once in a blue moon do well. Balance your targeting accordingly to threats. It's basically threat assessment, really. Like, what's the most dangerous tank? Can I shoot it? Yes, do it. So, damage 10, destroyed 8. We got 18 spawning damage. Woohoo! With a premium account, walked away with 31k profit and a grand total for a 5 times of 10,000 experience. I guess we're continuing the 10k club. Blah. Difficult to say. Thank you guys for watching. This entire week is going to be French week. We will be featuring any and all kinds of French vehicles all the way up to Saturday, up to and including Saturday. And on Saturday we will pick the next round, which will probably be tiers. So we'll look for tanks of a particular tier. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.